This past Friday, the technology sector ETF XLK made a new all-time weekly closing high. We continue to expect the technology sector to lead the markets higher, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you our top 5 tech sector charts. My name's Larry Tentarelli. I'm the president and founder of Bluechip Daily Trend Report.
Welcome to Bluechip Daily, one of the industry's premier sources for high-level daily technical and trend analysis. Bluechip Daily is ideal for both investors and traders of all time frames who want to be on the right side of major market moves and trends. We focus on over 750 large cap stocks, all major stock indices, over 70 exchange-traded funds, bonds, oil, gold, and Bitcoin. Sign up now for Bluechip Daily and you will get access to real-time portfolio alerts, premium Twitter page with intraday alerts and commentary, the chart of the day with best idea, daily video and report, and much more. Claim 30-day trial at www.bluechipdaily.com.
In today's video, the 5 charts that we're going to take a look at are based on our weekly trend ranking. So all stocks are subject to market volatility or short-term pullbacks at any time. These are not short-term market calls. Also, Bluechip Daily members have seen these ideas presented many times before from lower prices, including in our open positions, on our weekly top 25 stocks list, either as charts of the day or chart of the week, and also intraday alerts that I post. So before we get started with the top 5 stock, we're going to take a look at the technology sector ETF XLK, because what I like to do is gauge the strength of the overall sector and the trend of the sector. So what we can see with XLK, it closed yesterday, Friday, December 8th. This is Saturday. Today we're doing this video, but it closed yesterday 186.66. That's an all-time weekly closing high for the tech sector ETF. Also, what we can see, there's a lot of bullish trend momentum. So besides the breakout to a new weekly closing high, we recently had a few shorter term price level base breakout, and we've got bullish weekly moving average crosses. So the 4-week has crossed the 10-week and the 20-week, and then the 10-week has also crossed the 20-week to the upside. So we've got a convergence of 4 rising moving averages that are stacked on top of each other with a weekly breakout. So the tech sector is the only one of the 11 S&P sectors that's closed at a new all-time weekly closing high this week. Our top 5 chart are going to be CrowdStrike, Apple, Zscaler, Advanced Micro Devices, and Arista Networks. These are all sorted by relative strength. And then we've got an honorable mention, charts that we considered that are also set up well but didn't make our top 5. ServiceNow, Salesforce.com, Palo Alto Networks, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. So we'll get started with CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is the strongest chart on our list based on relative strength. And we can see from the chart, it's got quite a few factors that are working. Number one, it's trending higher over 4 rising weekly moving averages. These are all stacked on top of each other. We can see on Friday, 242.55 was the weekly close. That's the highest weekly close going back to 2021. So 24 months weekly closing high for CrowdStrike. And this has had quite a few key base breakouts. Recently over 172, over 190, over 210. And now we can see it's starting to come over 235 and closed at 242. So CrowdStrike has been a very, very strong move. I will say of the 5 charts that we're going to take a look at, this is probably the one that I would consider extended. While there could be a pullback at any time, I don't try to trade short-term pullbacks, things like that. So based on the weekly trend, this is one of the strongest charts in any sector. It's our top ranked tech sector chart, whether it's here or on some type of consolidation over the moving average. Number 2 is going to be Apple. So we do have one mega cap on the list, and Apple, quite a few things that are working on this chart. So yesterday it closed at 195.71, which is going to be a slightly higher high, and that's going to be a record new weekly closing high for Apple, as we can see on the chart. Same thing, we've got stacked moving averages 4-week, 10-week recently crossed. They're over the 20-week. That recently crossed. Rising 40-week moving average recently broke out. So first support on the chart would be right around the 180 level. And then we've got a re-support level breakout 187.50. So Apple's been higher for 6 weeks in a row. While we could always see some consolidation or some back and fill after 6 weeks in a row, it's really one of the strongest weekly chart on the screen with a potential nice base breakout that's setting up. And if Apple continues to work higher, I would expect it to take XLK and the NASDAQ 100 ETF triple Q with it. Chart number 3, we're going to go back to the cybersecurity group. And chart number 3 is going to be Zscaler, $29 billion market cap. And this is a very, very strong base breakout potential chart, just ready to break out into a wider stage 2 uptrend. So where it closed yesterday, 198.80. That's going to be a weekly closing high going back to April 2022. But then if we take a look at this 198, 199 level, that was also a slight resistance level in 2021 before this chart finally broke out to the upside and doubled in a short period of time. So where we are now, 4 rising moving averages recently broke out over 177 and change, which the 10-week moving average is also coming up to that first breakout line. Now 199.200. I'd like to see it move higher from there. But also there's a lot of constructive weekly support. We can see this chart is stair-stepping itself higher. So whereas CrowdStrike has pretty much gone vertical, Zscaler has been stair-stepping itself higher, but it's got a very wide base breakout potential if this starts to clear $200. Chart number 4, we're going to move into the semiconductor industry. Advanced micro devices, $208 billion market cap. And we can see this has a lot of similarities to the other charts that we've looked at. Yesterday's close, 128.92. On a weekly basis, that's going to be the highest weekly close dating back to, it looks like December, January 2021. So on a weekly closing base, 128.92, that's going to be the highest weekly close for AMD going back 24 months now. Same thing, rising moving averages stacked on top of each other, the 4-week over the 20-week over the 10-week stacked. Rising 40-week moving average. Nice base breakout underway. So the first level that we wanted to see clear was 112. And for disclosure, we do have a long position right now in AMD. So we wanted to see 112 cleared. That cleared. The next level we wanted to see clear was 122, and that's cleared. So 24-month weekly closing high. On any pullbacks, these breakout lines would be the first support levels that we'd want to see hold ideally there, but then the breakout at 112 with the rising 10-week. So there's a lot of support on the chart. There's a lot of strong weekly momentum to the upside. And once again, this has a nice base breakout that goes back to May, which is underway. So that's breaking out from, we could call this a minor stage 1, but it's actually been drifting higher. So this is actually a continuation of this stage 2 breakout right where it is. Chart number 5 is Arista Networks in the telecom equipment sector, $69 billion market cap. They're a key part of the artificial intelligence infrastructure build out. For disclosure, we do have a long position in Arista. And what we can see on the chart, so yesterday's close, 224.03, that's also a record weekly closing high. So we've got XLK, Apple, and Arista Networks, all with record weekly closing highs yesterday. So uptrend, obviously, over top of 4 rising moving averages. First breakout level 178 and change. Once that cleared, the next breakout line we can see 198 failed, 198 failed, but then a sharp move through 198. So 178, 198 breakout levels. These become support on any major pullbacks. Also, the 10-week moving average has moved up over 198. So that's constructive. Near-term support level at 210, which it tested last week. But if we look at the trends of all of the chart, the Arista chart is actually probably the most pronounced uptrend on the chart, especially breaking out to new weekly highs. But so those are our top 5 weekly charts. If you'd like to learn more information about us, please visit us at bluechipdaily.com. Thank you.
Subscribe to the Blue Chip Daily YouTube channel for more technical and trend analysis videos and other content.